Let me actually take you inside the Queen Elizabeth Tower here. And what we thought we would do is a comparison with the first referendum in 1975, so we can see how the nation is divided. So let's just bring on a clock face here. And this is, I guess, as close as we get to a swingometer in a referendum night. This is England in 75, and you can see the blue there is Leave, and England was 31.5% Leave in 1975. Now, this is so dramatic. Watch this as we feed in the results from the last 24 hours. Look at that. Over the 50%, nearly 55%. England actually more Eurosceptic on average than the country as a whole. So a massive change in England over those 4 decades. And actually in Wales too. Have a look. We'll turn the tower, change the clock, go back to 75, and 35% in Wales saying no to the EU. On the losing side, the majority saying remain. Now look at the figure for 2016. Here it comes, and again it's over 50%, so Wales much more Eurosceptic than it was in 1975. So England and Wales very similar, but now the story changes. If you look at Northern Ireland in 1975, you see quite a high level of Eurosceptic voting in that referendum, very conservative part of the country back then, nearly 50% against. They've actually become more inclined towards the EU in the last 4 decades, and the Leave voters dropped there to below 45%, so remain then on the increase in Northern Ireland, we learn in the last 24 hours. And Scotland also, the same sentiment. So in 75, this was the Leave vote, 41%. In 2016, it drops back, and you have this extraordinary situation, whereas one Scottish politician was saying earlier, you're told to stay in the UK to remain in the EU. You stay in the UK, it has the reverse effect, with parts of England effectively pulling Scotland out of the EU. So it's very dramatic, isn't it? Northern Ireland and Scotland becoming more enthusiastic about the European Union. Wales and England, over the last 40 years, dramatically more sceptical.